The limo guy of the week.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
The black horse limo beat the limo guy of the week. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I think we have something there. So, what do you guys want to do for Beat the Limo Guy? You guys pick it.
Let's see, exactly 9:15. If you want to play Beat the Limo Guy, 713-780-3776. You have to have 5 picks from the NFL games. You can pick unders and overs. You can pick a side, the favorite or the... And if you don't know anything about gambling, don't do this. But if you... Well, actually, anybody can do it. If you win, if you beat the limo guy, you're going to get 4 tickets to a game, the limo ride there and back, and a possible dinner. So what I need you to do, at exactly 9:15, caller number 10 is going to play Beat the Limo Guy. 713-780-3776.
Let's get Madman Mets in here and see what he's got to say. What's going on?
And that's it.
Are you there?
All that Twitter nonsense and not even answering the phone.
No one's on?
No, he said, that's what Jose just said. There's no one at home.
Okay, all right. So, Lee, I want to ask you guys about this. We never got to talk about this. I didn't get to talk about it with you. It came out Richard Sherman, I guess intentionally lied, which I really have a big problem with people who intentionally lie to make someone else look bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no reason for it. Sherman has done things like this before. Sherman is a card-carrying a-hole.
So they won the game, they kicked their ass. Why do you have to lie afterwards?
Well, because is he irritated by Baker Mayfield? I'm sure he is. There's a lot of guys, which is something I'm going to get to. But don't lie on a guy like that. Then he tried to make something up, and then it turned into, okay, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to apologize to him, but I still felt disrespected or whatever. You can't lie about things like that to try to, because that really did slander Baker's character. I mean, we talked about it on our air. The big major stories media outlets talked about it. That is really low class, because that gets right to the heart of challenging a player's character based on the strength of a lie. Like that particular instance was a total lie. If you want to say, I think this kid is a punk-ass kid and he's irritating me, because you can do that. And this is what came out. Mike Freeman from Bleacher Report talked to some veterans. Several NFL veterans told him Mayfield rubs him the wrong way and is too cocky for someone who hasn't won anything at the professional level yet. Freeman said players have been telling him for quite some time that Mayfield acts like he is better than he has shown on the field. Quote, he acts like he's won 10 Super Bowls. He hasn't won any, one player told Freeman. Mayfield has a bulldog mentality and tries to show that he isn't going to be intimidated by players who have been in the NFL longer, but Sherman and others feel that comes across as disrespectful. So this attitude becomes much more charming. I remember AI had some of this. It was a very similar. MJ had it, but the veterans didn't like MJ as much. It was a little different, but you remember the freeze out.
Yeah.
AI. There were a lot of veterans who didn't like AI when he came into the league. This isn't the first time this has happened. Bryce Harper was a big-time a-hole when he was in the league, and the veterans really, on his own team, did not like Bryce Harper. So this is not new, what Baker Mayfield. But it is true that I do think that Baker needs to. He's on so many commercials. He's got something to say about Daniel Jones. He's got something to say about everybody. He really does need to win some games a little bit now. You've been out there enough. We know you got the chip on your shoulder, your social media. You got your own Baker Mayfield show on Instagram or whatever, Facebook. Go play and go win now. Like, do something, because once you have a certain level of accomplishment, you're good. You're golden. You can just be, you can be Alex Bregman if you want then. Once you're accomplished, but he's not accomplished.
No, there's no question.
Is it also like when you look at the opposite side of this, when you see a Patrick Mahomes who is successful, who wins an MVP in his first year starting, puts up the numbers, and is like one of the most likable guys in the NFL, and you go, man, on one side you've got this young player, and then you got this guy over here who you had a 6-game stretch or 8-game stretch when he started lighting up.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
If you want to compare similar levels, because frankly, Mahomes came from Texas Tech where he didn't have a lot of success, and you want to look at Deshaun Watson. Watson had the same kind of image. You know, like he was up there on a pedestal in college, just like Baker was over his last couple seasons. And Deshaun doesn't. You know, he came in, had a good first season, second season, had some ups and downs. But Deshaun, I don't mind Baker having edge if that's who he is.
That's
that
what
drives
makes him
him as a
good.
personality. There's no question.
Good too.
I think that there is a way you can have edge without you putting all